Virgo friends, and welcome to your horoscope for June of 2022, where great news, Virgo, this month your ruling planet Mercury comes out of retrograde right at the beginning of the month, which means we've got the rest of the month for that mercurial energy to be picking up speed. And what's even better about it for you is that if you have been working on your thinking, or you've been working on travel documents, or you've been working on something in higher education, certification, training, any of these things, there can be more clarity and application as the month goes on, which is absolutely phenomenal. Now, we'll also have Saturn and Neptune stepping into their retrogrades, and I know that doesn't seem like a very big deal, but I think that these retrogrades happening every year are a big deal because it's almost as if the universe makes space in our society right where you're going to need to fit, or right where you will have room to express your mastery. So really a very good month. Now there's a whole other set of energies that is really about getting you on board with your reality this month, Virgo. And we're going to see that not only by one of the moons that we've got that is square Neptune, but that same Neptunian energy is getting ready to go retrograde and really drop you down into the reality of what's going on in your life. And it is important for that to happen so that you can be working and making decisions in the right frame of mind and in the truth, right? Now, make sure, Virgo, you are checking in on the community tab of this channel to see when your next class is for the YouTube Academy year number 2. We're starting out with Melissa LaFara and myself. So make sure you check out the community tab to see the dates and the times to show up live and engage your teachers, okay? All right, Virgos, let's get in here and see what's going on this month. Right away at the beginning of the month on the 3rd, we've got Mercury coming out of retrograde at 26 degrees of Taurus. Now, this lights up your 9th house space: publishing, marketing, broadcasting, higher education, travel, legal, any of these kinds of things, faith. All of that, amends, they come into play right now. Now, this is nothing new. You've been looking at this since April. It's been piquing your attention. So between 26 degrees of Taurus and 4 degrees of Gemini, this is what you've been working on. You may have new perspective on it, but it's the same old stuff. So what is this that you have a little bit more clarity on now? As we get to the 4th, we see Saturn turning its retrograde. Now, this is going to be at 25 degrees of Aquarius, and we'll see it go all the way to 18 degrees of Aquarius coming out of retrograde October 22nd. Now, this is going to light up your 6th house space. So daily routines, your job, your co-workers, daily habits and behaviors that you are practicing, your health and your wellness, or issues or topics of health and wellness. And Saturn here is saying we either need to take this to the next level, maybe you felt limited in some way, or you need to demonstrate your mastery. Whatever it is, you've got a whole handful of months to really get your behaviors on board so that you can achieve quite well with them. Now, on the 13th, we're going to see Mercury titching forward into the energy of Gemini, fellow mercurial ruled sign. And this is at the top of the chart for you. So the career zone, or not even just career, but what do we know you as? What do we call you? What's your reputation in public? And Mercury here in Gemini, again, still looking at the same things, but now you're able to speak about it, share about it, advertise, market, broadcasts. Siblings are involved. You know, maybe you're sharing content or information. It really becomes this sharing of information in this area that helps you become known for whatever it is you'd like to be known as next. On the 14th, we've got a full moon happening at 23 degrees of Sagittarius. Okay, this lights up your 4th house space: home, family, real estate, property, your own emotional security and foundation. And this moon happens to be square Neptune, who's slowed down and getting ready to go retrograde. And this is in your partnership sector. So what this immediately brings my attention to for you is, first of all, that the full moon says we need to end something, acknowledge something, or make an adjustment. And this is, Virgo, you've had a belief about something in your home. I believe it is this way. I believe I am communicating this. I believe we're all on the same page. I believe I've told the contractors what I want. And that moon in Neptune is like, yeah, no, this has not been clear. Everyone is not on the same page. There is another relationship fundamental and foundational to your life that is in disagreement with what you have thought was the right thought for a very long time. And you need to check in on that, because if you're not having that conversation, and I think that you will, I think that a relationship of some variety will bring it to your attention that you are working on your own ideas and have maybe forgotten to include that other relationship. So you'll need to work that out, okay? As we get to the 21st, we see the sun coming into the energy of Cancer, lighting up that 11th house space. The social zone is going to get exciting. And then at the end of the month on the 28th, you're going to have a new moon, so you can plant your seeds of intention in this area to have social energies come your direction. What would you like in your friendship zone? What are your aspirations for the rest of your year? These will be your times to plant those seeds of intention. On the 22nd, we're going to see Venus enter into the energy of Gemini, lighting up your 10th house space, so drawing work your direction. So enjoy that beautiful energy, okay? And as we're wrapping up the month, Virgo, on the 28th, not only do we have that beautiful new moon in the energy of Cancer, but we'll also see that Neptune ready to station retrograde at 25 degrees of Pisces. So again, bringing it back to the relationship area. And when Neptune goes retrograde, it's like reality is reality. There's no buffers, there's no daydreaminess about it. It is just hard facts, reality. So in your relationships, conscious, chosen, one-on-one relationships, you're really going to be called to see what is going on here. What is it? There's really a space for you to discover when and where and how you show up in relationships, and what those relationships mean in your life as well. One of the greatest things that I think is important for us to do when Neptune is retrograded in the 7th house is to look at where we've had an idea or an ideal around relationships, but it doesn't match the reality that we're actually living in. And we have to see the truth in order to bring in the next vision of where we would like things to go. So this is going to be certainly a period of relationship realizations for you over and over and over again, Virgo. And it's nice and quiet and subtle, but it is definitely going to be there, and it makes you all the better and makes your relationships all the more current and stronger, so that you can make sure that everybody's not only on the same page, but you're in the same house, you're on the same playing ground. Everybody has the same ideals for what's going on next. All right, my absolutely beautiful Virgos, enjoy your month. I love you a ton, and I'll see you next time. Bye, my friends.